What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Summer Career Mode. This is episode number 75. We started today's episode off on the back of our win over Spurs, 4-0 over 2 legs, put us through to the Champions League quarter-finals. You see who we've got in today's episode as well. There's no draw again though, which is so frustrating, but even so, yep, Spurs knocking out them in the Champions League last 16, so back-to-back years we get to the quarter-finals, and we know now as well that after the treble dreams died in the very last episode, and let's be honest here, really embarrassing fashion. Lost to AC Milan, of course, in the Coppa Italia semi-final on penalties, where I missed 4 out of 5. That is shocking. We now know, currently in the Serie A, 11 games to go. We are currently 8 points clear of Juventus. So if we win 9 of our remaining 11, we will be Serie A champions. So, yep. We know now that the Serie A is ours to lose. So, heading to the first game of today's episode, taking on Bologna away from home here, back into Serie A on the back of the win against Spurs at the San Siro. Heading into the game, Bologna had the first chance. Good save by Onana. He's been brilliant this year, man, seriously. Kept it at 0-0, and then a fantastic double save on the other end. Kept the game still scoreless, but 31 minutes in, Bologna trying to pass out from the back. Got it horribly wrong. You surrender possession to me around or just outside of your area, I guarantee I'm going to punish you. And we did. Moyes, King, one of our top scorers this year. And it was like deja vu as well, you know. I mean, obviously, the win against Spurs in North London in the first leg, I dropped Keane for the game so I could play him on the weekend in the Serie A. And he popped up with the game winner. And then again, on Wednesday night, I didn't include him in the game against Spurs in the second leg because Scamacca's our top scorer in the Champions League. Put him back in the starting 11 in the Serie A. What does he do? Scores an absolutely brilliant solo goal to make it 1-0 as we take the lead with his 18th for the season. So yeah, 1-0 into Milan. Keane, he's not a European striker. He likes just playing in the Serie A for me. So yeah, 1-0 into Milan. Right before the break, another good save by Onana. Again, he's been a brilliant signing for me this year, replacing Unai Simon. Great decision in the end to sell the Spaniard in the final year of his contract and replace him with the Cameroonian. So leading by a goal, courtesy of Onana, and then 51 minutes in. Well, Keane might have 18 goals in the Serie A this year. Ordinarily at this point in the season, that would be enough for him to be top scorer, but he's not, because this guy is instead. Federico Chiesa has me jumping for joy. The top scorer in the Serie A makes it 2-0 directly after the restart, and then a few minutes later, a chance to wrap the points up and make it 3-0. Mikael Damsgaard sent down left, not being as impactful as he was last season, I must admit there. Saved it in the near post, it's still 2-0. But then again, obviously with the signing of Barella, it has been harder for him to get in the team this year. Even so, still leading by 2, and after a great save here to prevent us going 3-0 up, we still had the 2-goal cushion. Didn't feel like we were in any danger of losing this game here at 2-0. Bologna, to their credit, kept on attacking though. They kept on putting us under pressure, and then later on, 17 minutes to go, bit of a troubling sign. Not true troubling, but even so, player going down in Federico Tomarco, but thankfully, we did hold on for the win. I've got to say, man, like Andre Onana, I've been so impressed. Like, I sold Unai Simon. It was a big decision. There was no need to do it. Yes, he's in the final year of his contract, but last year he had the most amount of clean sheets in the Serie A. Like, it would have been very easy for me to extend his contract and just keep the guy here, but instead I sold him, bought in Onana for the realism. Great decision. Andre's been fantastic this year. He really has been. Big clean sheet there. He's also leading the way in the race for the Golden Glove. 2-0 win, and we stay top of the table in the Serie A. Thankfully, DeMarco's injury was just a bruise as well. Still, following the win, we had the draw for the Champions League quarter-final, where Inter Milan have got... Well, it's not there, but, you know, even so. So, yeah, it's been drawn in the quarterfinals. Inter Milan have got... Oh, my goodness. Man City versus Leipzig, Roma versus Real Madrid, Barcelona versus Wolfsburg, and Inter Milan have got Brendan Rodgers, Leicester City, who knocked out Juventus in the last 16. The holders dethroned by the Foxes. They ripped them to shreds. Well, not really, because they won it by a goal over 2 legs. But even so, Leicester City in the quarterfinal. We can't avoid English teams, can we? We cannot avoid the English teams. Man City last year, Spurs this year, and now the Foxes as well. And there's no doubt about it, with no disrespect whatsoever, the two teams I was hoping for, either Wolfsburg or Leicester City. We got the Foxes. They're actually a pretty decent team though. They've still got some really good players there, and they've brought in a couple of good ones as well. You'll see their squad when we take them on in the very next episode. It's actually still quite a good team, to be fair, but no doubt about it. That's a favourable draw right there. Very favourable indeed. I was dreading Manchester City. In the end, we do have another English team, but it's Leicester City. Now, again, Premier League champions 2016, and in the following year in the Champions League, they got to the quarter-finals, lest we forget, in the Champions League before being knocked out by Atletico Madrid, I think it was. So don't think that's going to be an easy tie. But no doubt about it, we will be favourites for it. Leicester City going far in the Champions League. You see it quite often in FIFA nowadays, don't you? Like a team goes quite far in the Champions League that you wouldn't expect them to, you know. But even so, in the quarterfinals, just like they got to back in 2017, I feel confident. I feel very, very confident. And in the season where it was treble or bust, the treble's gone, but the double is still definitely doable, no doubt about that. Favourable tie in the quarterfinal to go out there, and that'll be a massive, massive choke, I'd say. So for the second game of today's episode, remaining in the Serie A, heading back to the San Siro, AC Milan. Our rivals, who of course we got knocked out by in the Coppa Italia semi-final on penalties in the last episode, taking them on here now back in the league, still top in the Serie A right now. Simply put, I needed to get revenge. We opened the scoring through Keane, but Milinkovic-Savic did level it for AC Milan. It was a very tough game, this one. You know, it's always tough facing your rivals, even more so when I'm facing AC Milan. Can't put my finger on why, but I really struggle against them. And late on in the game, oh, what a block. 84, look at the reaction there. 84 minutes on the clock. Keane rounds Mike, and the big, big block there with the goal gaping kept the score at 1-1. Yep, final score at the San Siro in the Milan derby. Inter 1, AC 1, and once again we fail to beat Milan. Yeah, we've faced Milan 6 times now since we joined Inter Milan. You know, 4 times in the Serie A, and of course 2 in the Cup as well in the semi-final. We beat them once. I've beaten AC Milan once in 6 attempts. They are so hard to play against, but thankfully for me, after Juve lost in a game where they could have cut the gap, they saw it get extended courtesy of the point there. We've now got 9 clear of Juventus with 9 games to go. Juve, no doubt about it, they have struggled and then some recently. The side that were absolutely dominating in the first half of the season, they were still unbeaten 19 games in. Now they've lost their lead and they've lost a chance of being a serious threat to us at this current point right now. Now I don't want to tempt fate and jinx things here, because I know I lost an 8-point lead with Arminia Bielefeld to Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga career mode back in January. That was embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. And that was one of my worst bottle jobs for the title ever. 8-point lead in the second half of the season, and I blew it. I'm not gonna say it's over, but 9-point gap now, 9 games to go. Yeah, no doubt about it. If we fail to win the title now, it's a huge, huge choke. So following game, Empoli away from home, one of just 2 teams to beat us in the Serie A this season. That came at the San Siro earlier on this season. They got off to a red hot start, Empoli, and since then they've fallen away mightily. So I was thinking surely we're going to get revenge this time and make amends as well. Yes, we just drew to AC Milan, but I feel confident getting back to winning ways here in 61 minutes in. When you talk about underrated players in your squad, you've always got 1 or 2, don't you? Like, you've always got 1 or 2 players in your team that he never gets that many plaudits, but he's one of your crucial members of your first team squad. That's Matheus Nunes for me. We had big bids for this guy back in the summer. We had Arsenal, we had Liverpool, we had Juventus, but I turned them all down, and the reason being is very simple. He's so good. He's so good. 9 in 29. Just under 1 in every 3 for my playmaker. He's brilliant. Really, really good. My first time using him in FIFA, and I've really enjoyed it as well. So leading by a goal, Nunes with the opener. And then later on, he had a chance to get an assist for Nuno Mendes. In the end, he gets the hockey, would have got the hockey assist, sorry, as Eddie Salcedo hits the post. 1-0 was how the game would finish, though, and we do make amends after we lost to Empoli in a reverse fixture. We win this one, 1-0 the final score. Not too many chances, but took the best one we got. And after being 9 points clear with 9 games to go in the Serie A, as you'll see the table right now, we've now gone 12 points clear. Though, of course, Juve still have the game in hand with 8 games to go. No doubt about it now. If we fail to win the Serie A from this position, it's the worst possible choke. The Coppa Italia's gone, the treble dreams have died, but surely, with Leicester in the Champions League quarter-final and our 12-point gap in the Serie A with 8 games to go, surely at least one trophy is in the cabinet come the end of the season. Surely. But that will end today's episode of the Realistic Summer Career, guys. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you hadn't, please drop a like. Most love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode. Leicester City, both legs in the Champions League quarter-final very soon.